And we are live. We are live. We are live. Thank you, everyone who has been tuning in. We have changed locations, as you see. My name is T, the Busy Bee.
And I'm your boy, Skylyne Mark.
And I'm Nikki.
We are in two separate places, and we have a guest with us today. We were making this work, okay? Our guest has definitely been on our show before. But I will let her reintroduce herself. You can go and introduce yourself, Miss Lady.
Okay. Everybody, I'm Nikki. I'm a model. I'm based in the DMV area and always looking for models and photographers to collaborate.
Oh, I'm the one making the noise. I'm like, why do I hear myself again in the background? Okay, make sure, for those who are tuning in, this is the first time we're doing this. You got to excuse the mishaps that may happen to the show. It's the bloopers. This is what we do because the Skylyne radio show, we get bloopers. With that being said, we must tell you guys off bucks before we get started with the show and everything. This show is going to be ran completely different. You would catch us today from 8 from now until around 9:30. There are no commercial breaks, straight talk show, straight hilarious, straight talking. We are about to get started. Are you all ready for this?
Yep.
We about to find out.
Man, what? Yes, definitely.
Just like everybody else, this is how we got to do our show because we on this lockdown, yo.
Right, this lockdown. Before we even get started with the lockdown, because that's just one of the many things that we could talk about this moment. Well, it's going to be one with many things that go under it because this is crazy. This is a lot. It just shows a lot. It's different things that's going on, one. And two, we can start off with a weekly check-in, per usual. Miss Nikki, would you like to go first?
No, I go second.
What's up, Mark? How's your week been?
See, how's your week been?
Oh, you flipped it right back to me. All right, so my week has been relatively peaceful. It's been a year since my brother passed. It still feels like yesterday. Ironically, it was yesterday.
Trey.
Yes, happy belated to my brother. He's 22 today. He's 22 on Monday. I'm sorry, he turned 22. Other than that, I've been quite chill. I get to work from home completely all week, so today was my first day back to work. I got work done. You got to be productive during this time, so you got to make sure you do everything like you're supposed to the T, else, give you a reason to get the boot. You don't want that. So I've been doing that. I've been quarantining and chilling, we can go outside, but don't go outside, all the extra that comes with it. So, I just been chilling inside. I leave the house when I feel the need to. If I don't feel the need to leave the house, I've just been in the house chilling. Other than that, I've been all right. I am definitely taking this time, though. I've been creating jewelry. That's been really helping me with my anxiety and everything. And I've been revamping. I started on the website because I'm actually at home now. I don't have clients or something to do in the evening. So I started working on the website as well. One step at a time, you're getting closer. But this is the time for our entrepreneurs to everything that they have been putting on the wayside. This is the perfect time for you to get it done because we're in the house for the next 30 days. So if you need to build and rebuild anything, websites, login information, all of that, this is the time. A new line that you want to create, this is the time to do so. All right, what's up, Mark?
You never got time to do anything. You got all kind of time now.
Right. Don't say you don't have time. You got time to clean everything. You got time to deep clean. You got time to clean that
Careful
freezer
what
you,
you wish
you
for.
had to go through. All of that. You got time to organize stuff.
Got time for everything right now.
Right. So, Nikki, now that you're second, because it's the second person.
Yes, I am. My week has been kind of tough, actually. I started going back to work 2 days ago, but now the rules are so strict. And since we all went on lockdown, we don't have any workers. So basically,
It's
I'm
a
going
ghost
from
out there.
3 stores almost every day.
Oh, no. Are you a manager?
No, not
Oh, you're just essential.
essential. Yeah.
Yes, you are essential. Well, thank you for your services. We definitely appreciate it. I know it's probably stressful, but someone has to get the job done. So I definitely thank you for putting in all the work that you do, making it to all
Thank
these
you.
stores. I know it has to be aggravating. I can just only imagine it being aggravating.
Yeah.
And Mark, what about you? How was your week?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. I didn't think I was able to be heard.
How was your week?
My week has been, man, I feel like a little kid. I feel like a little kid on punishment. Like everything's come to a standstill. And the few times I've been out, it's so surreal because where you should have some type of vehicle traffic, you have none. Where you should have some type of traffic backups between certain traffic lights and construction zones, you have absolutely none. So it's definitely eerie. It's definitely different. It's definitely a sign of other than going out for necessities, whether you need them or not. You don't need anything, but I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I'm gonna go to Walmart just to get out the house for a minute. You don't really have a lot of people that are just going out just to say, "Oh, I'm gonna go on with my life." Please go on with your life, but be be transparent with what you're doing. You know what I mean? We're not literally on a complete lockdown. You're still allowed to leave your house. You can still go here, you can still go there and do whatever you can do within reason. You just can't be in a group or a large crowd. This is why for everyone that's been asking and asking and asking and still continues to ask, there will not be a Feed the Homeless event by Skylyne Foundation in April in DC or Baltimore. Trust me. Me and Tiana go out there. We're not gonna find but so many people. They know where they can go and they're gonna go and get the necessities that they need for their daily life. So we are concentrating on May, and when the 1st of May gets here, we'll see what happens and see if they've gotten more strict on the boundaries that are in place right now, or they begin to kind of relax on some of the boundaries and life can start getting back to normal. I'm like everyone else. I think all this will start coming to, I think life as we know it will start to get back to some type of normalcy in the next 2 to 3 weeks. But we have to wait and see.
You got high hopes, Mark. I appreciate you.
I'm a realist.
I appreciate the high hopes.
I'm a
How long do you think
realist.
it's going to take for us to get back to normal, Nikki?
I'll give it a month.
You know what? I've been thinking about it, and I'm stuck between like a month and a month and a half. Only because they said that it takes 2 weeks for it to actually get in your system and like really like push. But however, you can have the virus earlier. So that means 2 more weeks of people figuring out that they have the virus, which means 2 more weeks of quarantine, which means 2 more weeks of like just like the leftovers coming out at the end. And then, hopefully by like the middle of May, June, I'm really hoping by July. Like, I don't know if I can handle this after July. Oh, no, before July. Like, I don't know if I can handle this before July.
It ain't gonna go on that long.
I'm glad you got high hopes.
Look at it like this. Look at it like this. If you can, if anyone can remember, Mr. Producer, I hope you listen. When did everything start happening with China? When did they start doing step by step within their lockdowns? If you honestly think about it, we started going step by step within lockdowns 3 weeks ago today. Okay, that's when the pandemic of hysteria within the people started. I still want to know what the big deal is with toilet paper.
We're past that now. We already passed that. The toilet paper is refurbished in all the stores. Now we're inside. We done made it to step 3. It's like, nah, let me stop. But now we're inside, and the stay-at-home order is currently until April 30th. You think by the 30th everything should be clear, Mark?
I'm not saying it'll be clear, but I think by the end of the month, not 2 to 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. In 3 to 4 weeks, I think they'll start slowly, but eventually, I think they'll start within the process slowly. I don't think everything's going to happen at once, but slowly, I think the beginning of getting back to some type of normalcy is going to start. Because if you think about it, China was down 6 to 8 weeks. In 3 to 4 weeks, we will have been down 6 to 8 weeks. But only God can judge us. He's the captain of this ship. But that's what I'm going with. I'm going with 3 to 4 weeks. And a lot of people are saying between the end of this month and early next month, we will start to see some of normalcy. Because if you listen to Dum Dum number 45 and you listen to the mayor of DC and the mayor of Maryland, I mean the mayor of DC and the governor of Maryland, because I don't listen to nothing the Mayor Young says. I think he's full of it. But they're both saying, all three of them are saying this is gonna peak within the next 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, that gives you a week to 3 weeks to, figuratively speaking, start coming down that mountain. You know what I mean? So I think by the end of this month, we'll start seeing some type of beginning to the end of this epidemic.
So we got a text message in that asked, how can we go back to normalcy without a cure for the virus?
Because it's not a virus. It's not a virus.
So I believe that, I don't know. I mean, it's different because it's
Look
different.
At it like this.
When was last time right now?
When was the last time the country glorified how many people died on a daily basis between car accidents, cancer, heart attack and stroke, heart disease, pregnancy loss and infant loss, and so many different other things. How many times has this country ever glorified that on a daily basis? They never have. You can die from the common cold. People still go about their daily business. You can die from any type of flu, any type of upper respiratory infection. People still go
So
about their daily lives. So if you honestly break everything down, they're saying 1 million to 10 million people is going to die from this. Yeah. Add everything up on an average of how many people die every year from 10, 15, 20 different things in life. And there's your 1 to 10 million people.
but how are we going to go back to normalcy?
You have to. They said there wouldn't be no normalcy after 9/11, and everything eventually went back to normalcy. They said that after World War II, when they had an epidemic like this, oh, there'll never be another type of normalcy. Yes, there will, because at the end of the day, you got to live your life. You can't live your life in fear, because if you live your life in fear, you're not living life. People are
Okay.
eventually going to start traveling again. People start the bars, the restaurants, the malls. Everything is going to eventually open, and eventually people are going to go back to a daily way of life.
So I do okay, so it's kind of a tough question, but it's not really a tough question. So they're in the process of creating a cure for the virus.
It's not a virus.
We got another text message that said after 9/11 we didn't go back to normal. We are still at war. The war on 9/11, I thought that ended. How are we getting these text messages?
If you're going to say something about we're still at war with drugs, but we're still living our life.
So what I think the question was more so asking is so if we give everyone a cure and then we go back to normal, is that a way to go back to normal and then everything goes back? But if we do it without the cure, so they said that it takes about 2 weeks for it to get in your system, 2 weeks for it to get out per se. I think I might be saying that wrong, but I know for a fact it's up to 2 weeks, and then the healing process it fluctuates. So let's go with that. So if we're inside for 6 weeks and they finally get this under control and they cure all the people, I know they cure the people, they can cure with antibiotics and the normal things, but do you think that is going to come back full-fledged, or that is going to actually be cured, or someone's going to be the carrier? Do we have to be worried about that when we're going back to normal? I know everyone's going to keep using hand sanitizer. I really pray so, because they cleaned out all the stores. What do you think, Nikki?
I really think that it's gonna be hard for them to find a cure because it's not really a virus. It's like a flu.
But they have a cure for the flu, or they have a vaccine for the flu.
Allergies, people have a cold, flu going around. You can get medication for that. How are you going to get medication for something that they have no knowledge of?
Well, in theory, because I got sick earlier this year, and I put side by side what my symptoms were to the coronavirus symptoms, and they were very much similar. However, they told me I had a flu and upper respiratory infection. So in my mind, because then I received antibiotics for the flu and the upper respiratory infection. So in my mind, I really feel like if they just give everybody the antibiotics for a flu and upper respiratory infection, then everyone would go back to normal. I don't know if that really works in real life, but in my life, in my world, the flu is a virus. It's called the influenza virus.
Can I say something?
The message we got. But I really do believe that, we can go back to normal at one point or another if we just receive those antibiotics. But it's kind of hard. What do we do?
Mm-hmm.
Just sit here and wait.
Look, y'all listening?
What's up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I thought I couldn't be heard again. This is all I gotta say. Because y'all been out somewhere and y'all seen someone that's got a face mask on. I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying it for not just women. I'm saying it for the men too. We all know that one that's got stink breath. All you people that are wearing these face masks, take a good whiff of your nasty breath. Get some gum, get some mints, get an extra toothbrush, brush the insides of your mouth, and brush your tongue because your shit's nasty.
We just cussing on the show today, Mark?
My bad.
All right. I had to ask. Had to make sure.
We slip every now and then.
I see. Like, so,
Oh, man.
Nikki, what kind of changes have came from the whole pandemic since it started? Like, how has life changed for you?
It's harder because I'm mostly being out at night working and finding things to do for us photo shoots. And now I can't be out after 8 o'clock. I gotta be in the house.
Right, this 8 o'clock. Like, I was so
It's so early.
confused. I was so confused by the stay-at-home order. I was like, so are we staying inside till 8 p.m.? Are we not allowed outside till 8 p.m.? Are we allowed outside only until 8 p.m.? You know what? Forget
Only
this.
until
I'm just going to stay inside. Like, y'all can come to me. Everyone can come to me now. I'm always going to somebody. Like, you all can
right.
come to me now. You need your hair done, come to T. Like, T's just not leaving the house. No reason to.
And look, T the busy bee, braids by T. She's still open, y'all. Come get your hair did. Come get your mop wop.
Right, but you got to pull up to me. What else has changed? Like, have you been using hand sanitizer more? Like, do you find yourself, of course, having to wash your hands more? Like, are you more
Both,
particular
actually.
about
When I'm
certain
at home,
things? Like,
Not really, because I wash my hands 50 million times a day, anyways.
you one of the many.
I do a lot, so I'm always conscious about my hands. The only thing I need to do is use lotion more. But I mean, that's only in the wintertime. In the summertime, I don't really have a problem with dry hands. But I mean, see, you know me, I'm always into something. I'm always doing something, especially if I'm at home. I'm always baking or cooking, or God knows, doing something with this thing called this big grizzly bear on my face. 4 more months, I think I'm gonna cut it off.
That sounds possible. You can start over then. It's getting kind of long.
Yeah, in 4 months it will be 2 years, and I've always wanted to go 2 years, but I might not cut it off. I might just cut it in half.
That's possible too. Nikki, do you find yourself cleaning and using hand sanitizer and washing your hands more and, you know, doing different things more?
yeah, when I'm at work, they make us wash our hands every single time we touch something now. Or they try to say that if you're paying for something, use a card. So if they give us cash, we got to wash our hands 2 times.
Oh, wow. 2 times.
Yes, it's a lot.
I'm 7
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
I need
sanitize
this
a lot
stuff
more at
to.
home too.
You find yourself sanitizing a lot more at home?
And they said now the corona can stay on your shoe soles. So I put my shoes up and I wash them when I come home.
Oh, you be real careful.
You ain't got to wash them. Spray them with Lysol. You good.
So one thing that was getting to me was the different shares of what, like, what symptoms were or what can happen. And like it was starting to bother me because then they said it was airborne. And I was like, I can't believe they're saying this thing is airborne. It started getting really, really, really confusing. But I think one of the good symptoms that kind of made me feel like, okay, if this happened, I can believe like maybe we might have the coronavirus is when they said you lose the taste in your tongue and the smell, your sense of taste and your sense of smell. And I was like, oh, okay, well, let me just keep eating stuff that tastes good. Like, I feel like that is the only symptom that I can believe, like, it's like, okay, well, I'll pay more close attention to that symptom than the rest of the symptoms. Like, has anyone else felt that same way?
Nope.
Nope.
Dang. Y'all just over there listening.
I'm just hungry, damn it, because you know, I'm doing this dieting thing, and yo, I'm hungry. I've lost
That's your
23
fault, though.
pounds though.
How? I'm sorry. How has your dieting been going, anyways?
I've lost 23 pounds.
Hey,
That's good. How much
that's
do you
really
want to
good.
lose?
25 more if I can.
And where
I mean,
would
I
that
know it's just
where would
it's
that
a
put
question
you?
of it's hard to be. It's harder now to diet with sitting still so much
Mm-hmm.
because your mind's not occupied 24/7. So you get sugar urge, you get that salt urge. I get the cravings for junk food, sugary, junk food for something salt. And I try to don't get me wrong, I do be cheating. I be cheating up in here. What? Um, I've had a couple cookies. See, you already know, them red velvet cupcakes. I had to have at least one.
Mm-hmm.
I've I've had I've had meals. I just haven't had big meals. I eat in portions, especially if I'm cooking because I'm not gonna cook and not eat what I cook. That ain't gonna happen. But I don't eat a real big meal and fool myself. So after I eat like 2 hours, I'm craving something. But I've been drinking water like it's going out of style.
That's good. Has there been anything else you find yourself drinking more or doing more?
Well, Mother Hover Covers is fully stocked, so hey, I can get a sip here and I can get a sip there.
Man, look. All right, let's talk about the trips to the grocery store. Um, so since 2 weeks ago, it was epidemic for everyone to be at the grocery stores. It was kind of hectic. Everyone bought up all the food, had 2, 3 carts. Like it's been crazy. Boom. So I ended up going to the grocery store like the day after. It seemed like it was a ghost town. Now, the crazy part is a week before, I automatically knew. I was like, oh, I need to go to the grocery store. So I went and I bought enough food just for a little bit. So I had to like really talk my dad into going to go pick up some fruits and vegetables. And then like within the next 4 days, all he did was go to the grocery store and get more food and get more food and get more food. And then finally, when it came down to quarantine, it was like, okay, I think we have enough food. Like we are fully prepared. Like, are you guys fully prepared to be in the house with a full something and being able to eat? Well, Nikki, I mean, you got to work, but outside of you having to work, are
You've
you
been in
fully?
my house, so you know what my house.
Your mic's not on, Nikki. Your mic's not on. You gotta flick this thing on. Boom! Here comes our bloopers. Knew it was gonna
There we go.
happen. There you go.
You can't. Okay, there we go.
Yes. Like, were you a part of this? Were you a part of the the shopping pandemic epidemic movement? Go get your
No.
food and stay in the house.
I tried, but I couldn't do it. One, I ain't had the money to keep going shopping either.
Hmm.
I ain't had the money to keep going shopping either.
Right. I wasn't expecting my dad to go like 2-3 times. Like I went once the week before. Then we needed the fruits and veggies, and then like you can go a third time just to like pick up stuff. But now you're going like 4, 5, 6 times. Like,
Right.
dang, we're gonna be full. we gonna be overpacked. We got snacks on snacks on snacks. You can't hear you, Mark.
Can you hear me?
Now I can.
He doing that so he can get out of the house once a day.
No, actually, my dad is also an essential worker. He does a lot of deliveries.
Oh, speaking of
So
which,
his life had to stop.
Are you doing your Uber Eats?
No, I could be an essential worker too, but I'm still working my full time. Like, I'm okay. I am fine. I still have to go to work. I just telework, get stuff done, make sure you get work done. That's how you get paid. I'm perfectly fine with that. I will decide to do Uber Eats when I feel like it, and I will become essential to this madness. Right now, I am okay with not being essential. I am A-okay with it.
I hear you.
Like, I had a rough start of the year, so being able to like actually sit down and really enjoy time and still be able to do work. I haven't really sat down, literally sat down for a majority of good timing and gotten stuff done. I haven't really sat down for about a year or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. I've worked like 2 jobs since I can remember. Since like 2014.
Man, you've had 3, 4 jobs at one time.
I'm hip, but I'm saying, okay, but that goes along with what I'm saying. I haven't been able to actually sit down.
Right.
So like now I
This
get
is
bored.
why you are the busy bee.
Yeah, I know. I live up to my name. That's the craziest part because I know I live up to my name. But now, like, I'm not even pushing. Like, I haven't really pushed for hairstyles to come in or for any hair appointments really to come in. Like, if someone hits me up, that's fine. Like, trust and believe. I'm going to answer. I'm going to be like, yes, can you make it to my house? I haven't really done like it still like, hey guys, I'm still open. I can still do hair, everything. Like, I'm kind of okay with like just relaxing. I don't want to overwhelm myself and then like try to get work done and I can't because I'm doing hair and I'm supposed to be working. Like, I don't want that to happen to me. Like, work still has to get done. And I like being productive. So I can, if anyone wants their hair done, reach out to me. I'm still here. I'm just not full-fledged in there right now. I'll be there a little bit later if more things change. I'm still working, so I'm okay. Nothing else on that topic? Ready to move on, guys?
Yeah.
All right, boom. And we are moving right along. We have, I don't even know. It's okay. We're just going to keep going. For those of you guys who are tuning in, this is Skylyne Radio Show. We are not in the office today. We are actually in our own areas, We are Skyping it up. We're making sure this show happens for you every week, every Wednesday on Be Exposed Radio from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. I'm T the Busy Bee.
I'm Skylyne Mark.
And today we have our guest. Our guest name is Nikki. She missed her cue. But that's just for those who are tuning in. It's been on for a while, so just wanted to piggyback up just to let you know what we've been talking about. We've been talking about the coronavirus and how it impacted us differently, and the different things that has happened, how we adjusted to it, what to do, and everything. Another question that I have. Well, you know what? Let's give the coronavirus a rest for a little bit. Let's get on to you, Nikki. Is that okay?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's perfectly fine. We talked about coronavirus too long.
Cool. I know, right? We talked about it, well, not too long, but we talked about it for a little bit. So I feel like we can, switch it up for a little bit now. How have you been?
I've actually been great and done a lot of fun photo shoots, Mark. We did a Men in Black shoot.
I was like, oh, look at her. She's so cute. Y'all had so much fun doing it. I could tell.
Yeah,
Uh,
we're gonna have to do that again. Like Ed
yes.
Hill, Canton, Bells Point. That was a lot of fun.
That was so much fun.
Nikki had too much fun.
I did.
So the last time you were on our show, Nikki, that was about a year ago, correct? I think it's almost like a year.
That was a year.
That was October,
Oh,
November.
okay.
Oh,
Never
okay.
mind. Not a year. Let me renege on my comment. It wasn't a year ago, guys. It was about a half a year ago. But yes, um, what's been going on? Like outside of the Men in Black photo shoot, because we have that one up on our page. But what else has been going on? What else positive has been going on for you?
I'm homeschooling my daughter now. She's only 2, but she's really smart.
Aw. So
I was going to register her for school a couple of days before we all had to go into hiding.
oh dang. Register
That's
her.
what you calling it. We ain't hiding. We hiding.
Yes,
up.
I am.
I think we need to call agents M and Q. Come get these aliens.
There you go.
Right. I feel like this is like the calm before the storm. Like you go outside and the air is all fresh. The
Yeah.
economy's down, which isn't good, but just having fresh air and it don't stink, like thank you. The smog clouds are gone. Thank you. Pollen is still there. Don't think that. But
Pollution's down, gas is down. That's the only 2 positive things that come out of this.
man, so look, I knew we were trying to like run away from the corona train, but we hopped right back on the corona train. We're gonna be on there for a little bit because the benefits of gas. Okay. So usually whenever I get gas, it's about $35, $36, $37. I kind of just got to guesstimate. Then it dropped down to 30. The other day it was $22.
We got gas today for $1.59.
Like, I got gas for $1.99. I was standing in front of the gas tank. I lie to you not. I was like, what is happening?
You better come out here and get that $1.59 gas.
Real right now. Man, that was the most beautiful feeling. Thank you, gas. Gas is low. I can get anywhere I need to in 25 minutes.
See.
Yes.
You better come out here and get this $1.59 gas.
No, I ain't driving out there for no $1.59. That's a waste of gas on my point to go get more gas.
Like, no. 40 cents a gallon. Shit.
No, that's not worth it. That's not possible. No.
$1.59, yerp.
It's like, whew. I'm not doing that one. Outside of the Men in Black photo shoot, what other photo shoots have you done, Nikki?
I haven't really done too many recently. I've been working.
You've been working. Well, that's good. I'm glad that we were able to catch you for the Men in Black photo shoot, though. Like, what was the motive behind it for both of you? Because I wasn't there. So, boom, what was the motive behind the Men in Black photo shoot? This is your photo interview, like they do in America's Next Top Model.
So the theme was aliens. So we wanted to be the alien killers. And
where did that come from, Mark?
I'm still waiting for Rob to come out with that video with us with the
Right. I
addition of
can't wait to
aliens.
see that.
Oh my goodness, that's gonna be lit.
That's gonna be a short
That's gonna
movie.
be fire.
You movie like how was the day? What did you all do that day to even come up with the concept? Like, how did y'all come up with the concept of Men in Black? I wasn't ready.
Look, Nikki will tell you the same thing. Fawn's only worked with them. What's up, Fawn? If you listening, you know you always hear in spirit when the Skylyne radio shows on. Um, Fawn worked with I think she only worked with Rob in January, but she got a feeling of it because this ain't her first rodeo with photo shoots. But if not anything, she can tell you the same thing versus me and Trina. I mean, me and Nikki, we can say the same thing about Rob, Trina, and John. They're very easy to work with. They're patient. They're professional. They're a lot of fun. And they're good at what they do.
Yes, they are.
When you have bomb when you got really bomb photographers that know what they're doing, they love what they do, and that's per se their livelihood, and they're a lot of fun to work with. It just makes everything go smoothly. Like me,
And
you,
it
and
makes it
Fawn,
fun at the same
our
time.
right. Me, you, and Fawn T, we all say for the Skylyne Radio Show, this is the fastest 2 hours of your life because we all feed off each other, and it's a lot of fun with doing what we do. If we have guests, it's just that much more easier. Whereas Nikki will say this too. John, Trina, and Rob, they'll probably say the same thing. Whether you're in there 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, it does not feel like you've been there that long. But it's so much fun. It's so much fun. You just you know if you venture out with other photographers, you really got to make sure who you're dealing with because just because you got a camera don't mean you're a photographer. Anyone can take a picture. True. Anyone can take a picture. Can't everybody take a photo?
So Nikki, behind the inspiration of it being aliens, like who came up with the idea?
Mark did.
Besides aliens, it wasn't really me. Me and Robert Jacobs Photography, Fenwick Photography, JB Photo and Cinema. Me and Rob actually met up during the week. It was, I believe, a Thursday before the actual day of the photo shoots. And we met up at Graffiti Warehouse and did a quick 30-minute shoot. And he had made the comment, hey, you know, they're doing this alien theme. You and Nikki should do the Men in Black theme. We're all black. And I'm like, you might be on to something. I think we can pull that off. So I hit Nikki up and she was like, I'm with it if you're with it. And I was like, yo, we need to go to Walmart because we got to find some type of toys to play with in this photo shoot that ain't like regular guns. Right. And it just so happened. Shout out to Vinnie Mac because he had just ordered the old school I don't even remember what video game it was, but he had just ordered these guns and they had just came in and I just happened to go up to the spot. And man, when I asked Vinny about 10 times and I was getting ready to leave, he said, Mark, you better protect these with your life. I said, dude, I got you. And I brought him back the next day. He was like, all I ask is for some batteries. And I still owe him some batteries. When this is all done, I'm gonna have 2 big packs of batteries for him.
We kept shooting little guns during the photo shoot.
Man,
it was funny.
One made noise, one didn't make noise. Nigga was like, you'll need that. You ain't even playing with it. Let me get the one that has the noise.
Oh man, that's what made it fun though.
Man, it was definitely a lot of fun. I'd definitely like to do that theme again.
We gotta do it near trees
But I
next time.
mean, it's starting to get warmer out. So, right? There's other different themes I want to do, but you know, if you're doing them individually, that's fine. But if you're working with someone, it's it's a lot more fun. You can get you can get creative when you're working with someone. Like working with Nikki, it's easy because with me being out the game so long, I just feed off her. Um, and Nikki's pretty much down for whatever if it makes sense. If it don't make sense, then she's not gonna do it. But it's a lot of fun working with her. I worked briefly with Fawn for a couple minutes, and um, I think she came late, and we actually had an event to go to, a toy drive to go to, so we couldn't really get in. I don't know about her, but the time working with her, I didn't really get in what I wanted. So I definitely like to work with her again. I've worked with a couple other women. Shout out to Bubbles. Shout out to Rafaela. Um,
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever worked with a model at Graffiti Warehouse, anyways. That I walked away with the attitude of I wouldn't do it again. Photographers, huh? Me and Nikki just had that conversation. There's a couple
Mm.
photographers up there that I've worked with that I would not work with again. I don't have time for BS. And
Mhm.
if you're gonna put something on Boost, say it's a rainstorm and the land is dry and the sky is clear, nah,
Them pictures would have looked so nice too.
man, I'm trying to tell you. Talk about that's all I got. No, it ain't. You just
They was
lied to me.
highlighted pictures too.
I know, right? That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
So Nikki, I have another question for you.
Okay.
Based on what you have been doing with modeling, has your confidence increased from the last time you were on the show until now?
Actually, yes, it has. I've been promote myself a whole lot more. I've had a lot of people contact me. They want me to travel to them and everything now.
Yeah, that traveling part gonna be dangerous though. I wouldn't do it.
Oh, I'm not right now. I told them after all this is over, then I'll start traveling again.
Yeah, that's good. Look at you open up doors. Yeah, you. We're almost there.
I'm trying to plan
That's
a trip to
good.
New York so I can do a photo shoot out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually ended up doing a photo shoot. I believe in like February. It
Yeah.
was one of the times I was supposed to come to the graffiti. Excuse me, to the graffiti warehouse. But excuse me twice. I don't know what's going on. I was supposed to come to the graffiti warehouse, but I ended up having to work, so I wasn't able to go. But I still have the greatest friends ever who decide that anytime that T says she wants to do something and they have nothing to do, they're gonna ride. So we collectively actually came up with a photo. We went out to Hyattsville. We did the photo shoot. Pictures are on my Instagram at T underscore the busy bee free promo. Yes, I did do that. Boom. Right there. T underscore the busy bee. I have a couple of the photos there, but I haven't like put all the photos out because I wanted it to be like a book of different things. But then, now we're on quarantine. So now I have to find more things to inspire me to place my pictures and my comments how I want them to be. But I'm working on this photo shoots, Mark. I'm trying to get out there with you. Baltimore is kind of far to be traveling on a Saturday,
Hello.
I'll be
Hello.
trying to limit.
It's getting ready to get warm. Me and John already talked about it. And John has made the comment once or twice that he wants to go to DC again. It's nothing to jump on the train.
Right.
You can go to
Okay.
you can go to New Carrollton and get the train there. Then you ain't got to worry about parking.
I definitely want us to plan a waterfall shoot too.
Yeah.
What's up with it during the summer?
Was there a waterfall? And oh, never mind.
We gonna find
Okay,
one.
I
We will
know
all
where
be
it
there.
is.
All three of us, all four of us, five of us, six of us. I'm gonna be there. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this.
If anyone would like to share any comments or any text messages or anything, our text number today is 443-642-9403. Again, the phone
Got that number again.
443-642-9403. And you can text that number, and the text message will be placed where we can see, and we will answer all questions and comments that you all do have. We're almost at the top of the hour, guys. We're almost there. Would you like to provide your Instagram information, social media? Let Nikki go.
Yes, y'all can follow me on Instagram at _Nikki.D. That's NICKY.DEE. And my
Okay.
Facebook is Quanique Bolin. That's QUANIQUEBOLLING.
Okay. Mark, would you like to drop your social media as well?
Nope.
I knew he was gonna do that. I was like, "Ooh, I knew this just came off rude. He gonna play with me."
Facebook, Mark Gray. Skylyne Mark 1, Skylyne Mark 3. Mark Gray will be Skylyne Mark 2 soon. Never Facebook lets me change my name because I don't need my real name on it. Instagram, Skylyne_Mark. Skylyne, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why we still have to tell you all this, but it is what it is, and it's all good, and it's going to be what it's going to be. Skylyne is spelled SKYLYNE. Make a note of it.
Yes. I already gave my Instagram, and my Facebook is Tiana Hudson. I wish I could be like, we'll be back after these few messages, but like, where are we gonna go? We're not gonna go anywhere.
I need in front of me.
Right, I can't even ask you if you have any events coming up right now because all events are canceled until further notice.
Look.
So here, I do have a question though.
If everything works well with the epidemic and life going back to normal, I got 5 that I know of. I got 5 events I want to put out there. Number 1, Skylyne Foundation's Feed the Homeless charity events. As of right now, we're scheduled for Saturday, May 16th in DC, May 17th, Sunday, May 17th in Baltimore. We'll give an update May 1st and let y'all know what's going on, if we're going on within plans or not. We gotta play it by ear. Gotta take it day by day, and we'll see what it is. November. Saturday, May 9th is the next Graffiti Warehouse photo shoots and networking event. If everything goes well, it's gonna happen. I know I'm ready because I was looking forward to April because it's getting warmer. By the time May gets here, it's gonna be hot outside, so it's gonna be straight fire out there. June 13th, y'all. June 13th, we will be back open for business. June 13th. I don't know what I'm doing and where I'm doing it at, but just put it on your calendar and don't let yourself get left out. The birthday bash. The birthday bash is going to be all that. Where am I gonna have it? I don't know. Um, Again, we got to play it by ear and see what it is. And you know, I'm like a lot of people. My finances have been rocked. Not rocked to the core yet, but they've been rocked. I'm like T. You know, you need a cake, you need cupcakes, you need cookies. Hit me up because I can still bake. Made some the other day, and boy, I was like, yep. He gonna be like, Mark, you home? Good. I'm on my way. I'm gonna come get some cupcakes.
Right, those
But I
cupcakes
mean,
are definitely bomb.
I don't know. This goes to UT, Nikki, you, Vaughn, if you're listening. We're not gonna schedule anything, but when they first start, when they start the beginning of relaxing on restrictions, I'm gonna post something for 2 weeks in advance for outside photo shoots. I got to get with John and find out where we're gonna do it. Are we gonna do it in the DC area? We're gonna do it in Baltimore. I know it's gonna be a lot warmer, so naturally it's gonna be outside. It's just a question of is there any nice summer or DC?
Is there what?
Is there any nice parks that have water in PG,
Yeah,
Montgomery?
we can go down to Georgetown.
Okay. So that's the plan. I just gotta find out with John where exactly we want to go.
Okay.
But I mean, that's we got a lot of time between now and then, and we can't really put anything together until they start coming up off these restrictions. But I just wanted to put it out there. You know, it's starting to get warm out. By the time June gets here, it's gonna start getting hot out. So we definitely want to do something around water. You'll have someone like Nikki be like, nah, I'm gonna get in that joint. We had Nikki in the pool on our phone. She was freezing, but you saw how bomb her pictures came out. Made it
They
look
came
like
out
it's 80
amazing. That
degrees
was
out
definitely cold.
that joint. Freezing.
I tried to do a photo where I was wet. I had hurried up and jumped in the water. When I stood up and the wind blew, I was about to die.
I am not touching water until it's warm. Well, except for like showers and stuff, but you know that doesn't matter. The real like pools, I don't touch them until it's warm back outside. I don't care if it's winter time or not. It's except for one set, unless it's an indoor pool. That is not my forte. All right, so we have 30 minutes left of the show. We're almost there. We did it. Y'all should be glad this is the first time that we're doing it this way. So I'm kind of proud and I'm kind of glad that it's going so well, like it should be. It's going on. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to ask questions. And the questions that I'm going to ask are going to be more so to get to know you better, Nikki, as our guest, and so that our audience gets to know you as well. The questions that I will ask are would you rather questions. They're open for both anyone to answer. Honestly, all three of us can't answer them, but we got 30 minutes left, so you got to make it work. And then at one of these questions, I will ask why, or you can explain yourself just for the laugh and the giggle. This is just a light part of the interview so that it can just flow. I like this part, actually. It's becoming quite fun after a little bit. The first question is, would you rather live without the internet or live without AC and heating? I can live without the internet. I need my hot and my cold. I got it. Unless I can make a makeshift fan or a makeshift heater, I need my AC and my heating. Internet, I kind of need the internet more than the AC and heating, but the internet can give me access to how to make it. So maybe I need the internet. I'm gonna go with the internet. Mike, what you think?
I'm gonna go with hot and cold because we had it. We were without the internet once upon a time, and we got everything done that we needed done with no problem. So I'm gonna go with. I'm like you, T. I need hot and cold.
Right, but I switched because I said internet. What about you, Nikki?
I think I can live without the internet because I need hot and cold.
Okay.
I'm too small.
So, I'm gonna renege on my answer again. Let's go back. I'm just gonna stick. I feel like, but like AC and heating, like you have to have, like you got to be hot and cold. I think that's where we're a little bit spoiled, but it's okay. I'd rather be hot and cold than be sitting around on the internet all day trying to figure. But then if you can use the internet to figure out how to make stuff, like they have DIYs, everything. Oh yes, you can find a pool. You can use internet for a resource. Like that's the benefit. And then you can go and buy an air conditioner. All right, I'm sticking to my answer. My answer is internet. I'm sticking to it. Boom. I'll be the one different one. I'm okay with that. Would you rather be able to teleport anywhere or would you rather be able to read minds?
I don't know.
What was the question?
Would you rather teleport everywhere or would you rather read minds? Where you go?
Read minds.
I don't know if I want to know the truth about everything. I think I would because you know
truth up front.
Yes, but you know, like you got those friends that you really do love, but they might irritate you. So like in your head, you might think something different, but you might say something out loud. And like, what if they're able to read your mind and you're saying one of your rude comments? Then like, you gotta go through that.
Honest.
This is true. You might as well just go on and be honest. I think I would just like to teleport anywhere. And if I can teleport anywhere, I would like to be cloned too. Like go on and add that to my superhero powers because that's what I need in life. I need to be cloned and I need to be able to teleport and become invisible and read minds.
Teleporting with so much, especially work.
Man, what? I'll be work. All right, I'm gonna lock your hair. In about 30 minutes, I'll be back. Ching-ching. Boom. Next person. Hi, Amy. I'm going to lock your hair. I'll be back in about 45 minutes. Go back to person A. Man, what? I would be making a killing if I could teleport. I would never be late. Now, I probably would still be late. I definitely can see myself still being late. But at least if I teleport, I'll be able to get there faster. Y'all ready for the next question?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Give me 1 second. Would you rather be transported permanently 500 years into the future or 500 years into the past?
Do what?
That's why you need to be paying attention and looking at the camera, Sway. Would you rather be transported permanently 500 years into the future or 500 years into the past?
Oh, hell nah. 500 years in the future.
You gonna go to the future? What about you, Monique?
Okay, I'm confused on that question because if you go to the future, you're gonna know what's waiting for you. But sometimes you want them to be a surprise. And if you go to the
past, it's 500 years, girl. You're gonna be dead. Everything's gonna be different. That's like 5 generations of your family. You're not gonna know who your family is. Because the ones who started, they gonna be gone too. Like, that's a lot. I'm scared. Unless we can keep the same family, like the same predicaments that we started off with. I don't know. I don't know if I want to go 500 years into the past either. I would like if I could go back in the past, I would tell them like, "Hey, y'all put together, unite and everything. Y'all can become popping in way more years faster, and we can really take over America." Like that's what we do if we can go backwards. I would be like, "Look, we gonna put together this plan. It worked before. Y'all don't know it, but I'm from the future."
Make sure Donald Trump don't get elected.
Yeah, right. That's one of many. Make sure that this doesn't happen, okay? The whole world, everything would change. You went back that far. Like, that'll be a whole shift of everything. The 1500s? What part of history was the 1500s? I don't want to say Mark, but I'm definitely going to ask if you know. Like, what was that era? Give me a second.
It wasn't good.
I know, but we're going to figure this out. It was Julian. It was the Georgian years. So they were still on the west. They were still in the west. They haven't made it to our side just yet. I'm sorry. So for all of you out there, I kind of am. I like history, huh? That was Henry V. That was era. Okay. Yeah, I like history, so I especially like timelines of history too. That makes me it's very intriguing. So trust and believe. Once we get off of this, I will be looking at what the 15th century was like, and if it's worth going back to or not. And I will be back with that message after these few. I mean, I will be back next week with that answer on if it's worth going back 500 years or not. I don't believe it's worth going back 500 years, but I feel like if I can ask, then that's okay. But yeah, are you all ready for your next question?
Ready and willing.
All right. Do you text more or do you call more, and why?
It depends on who I'm talking to.
Ain't that the truth?
Certain people, I might just text them, or I might not text back. I just leave it on scene. And certain people, I need to call them because they text too long.
Because they taking too long to text you back. You one of them. My best friend does that to me. I'm like, I'm going to text you, okay? Give me longer than 5 minutes. I'm going to text you back. I might just be busy at the moment. And then she'll be like, why don't you text me back? Why don't you think? I'm busy. I'm doing something. Hold on.
Why you ask she ain't call you right back? T the busy bee.
Look, I was the queen of I'll call you back and didn't call back, okay? I had to at one point. I was always busy. But I learned that I don't know. I'm a mix between text and calls. Sometimes I really do not feel like talking on the phone. Like, it's okay to text me. I kind of just want this time to myself. Like, in between yesterday and today and Monday, I can say I probably answered more text messages than I would have on a regular day when I just could have picked up the phone and called people to get things done. But I just didn't feel like talking to anyone. So I just kept in call. Just text me, because sometimes you need that time to yourself, and everyone always has access. And for me, I can't give too much access because then I'll be overwhelmed with everyone else's drama instead of my own, dealing with my own, because everyone else be dropping it. But it's just, it depends. Mark, how are you between this text and this call?
Do what?
Would you rather receive text messages or would you
I didn't
rather
hear
receive?
your whole question. Oh nah, text me. Text me. You can get straight to the point in text messaging. Phone calls, people beat around the bush sometimes. I mean, it like for example, with me, you, and Kiera, when it comes to our Feed the Homeless charity events. Oh no, call me because I need to know what's going on, and vice versa. I need to call y'all because y'all need to know what's going on. But outside of that, you ain't got to call, text me. I mean, I don't remember with Kiera, and for the most part, it's more like she's calling um if she's on the way or whatever. Whereas you, when you wake up, you'll text me. When you start getting yourself together, you'll text me again. And then if you haven't heard from me, then you'll call me, be like, Mark, what's up? You know what I
I sure
mean?
will, because if I text you by 8 o'clock on Feed the Homeless weekend and you don't text me back by 10, we got a problem.
All right.
Automatically. It takes
9
too much
times
to
out
put
of
that
10, you know I'm
together.
up and you know I'm cooking. It's just a question of, what are you doing? What's going on? What's the game?
Yeah,
You know what
it's
I
a
mean?
chicken.
So, I mean, certain people, I don't mind calling. Certain people, I'm like, nah, just text me. Y'all hit you up. Nah, just text me. Text me. Please don't call me because I might not answer my phone.
Right, and we're actually almost into the last 15 minutes of our show. And I think I have like one more question. We can kind of make it a little drawn out. So, like, really think about your answer when it comes to this. Okay, guys? We're almost there, though. You have to think about it on a really big spectrum, though, because there's a lot of different things that's going on. So, what are you looking forward to in the coming months? That can start from the changes with this coronavirus, the changes of your environment, where you're going with your career, like anything that you feel like can happen that you're looking forward to happening within the next couple of months. Go on and lay it out there. We're about to manifest some things around here. No manifestation. All right, I got mine. Y'all ready? I want a website up. I need the volunteers document to be up. I need a whole revamp, like a whole revamp, a whole cleanup and sweep and just a relaunch. Like this is so perfect of the timing of relaunching of a lot of different things that I've been doing. So that's a good timing. Within the next couple months, hopefully we're still able to have like the Father's Day event. I kind of praying that we still have the Mother's. I am praying that we still have the Mother's Day event as well.
What's the Mother's Day event?
So for Mother's Day, for the mothers that are homeless, we're going to do purses. We would like anyone that has any gently used or rarely used purses that they want to give away, please reach out to me. I am going to fill the purses up with toiletries and like toiletries, some perfume, some lipstick samples, you know, and I'm going to pass them out throughout DC and Baltimore. That'll be my contribution. I'm trying to get some hairstylists involved as well, but now it's April and coronavirus smacked us around a little bit. So ideally, I wanted to get hairstyle. Ideally, I wanted to get hairstylists involved as well. And with the hairstylists, I wanted them to do like simple styles, maybe like a ponytail, combing their hair, maybe some cornrows straight back with some fake hair, you know, something that doesn't take forever, something quick and easy in and out. Hopefully, it's like a shower or somewhere to wash their hair. I'm trying to work all that out. But again, you know, this coronavirus kind of threw things off. So, you know, I might just wait a year and wait till next year to do it again, too. For Father's Day, we're having a Father's Day event. There will be barbers. We will be passing out ties to the men, different undergarments, try to get some office wear for them. and they're also receiving bags as well. I wanted to get their haircuts for them just so that it would be, what's the word, receptive and receivable. I know that Skylyne, like, we feed the homeless every third weekend of the month, but I also feel like we can do different things and put on different more events for the
Y'all
homeless.
should pass out shirts with the ties.
Shirts and ties?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. Let me write that down right now. I am. That was my plan, but I really do have to get more shirts and more ties. So if there's anyone who's on here today who is looking, who has men's shirts and men's ties, please reach out to me. Please reach out to Mark. You can use Nikki as a reference, and then she'll just reference one of us per usual. But we are looking for those in particular for June, so you don't have to send them right away, or however you plan on getting them to us. Let's get through this coronavirus. Just know that I still do plan on putting on the event for the homeless for Father's Day and for Mother's Day. If anything changes, I will make note of it. Woo.
Oh, where'd it go?
Right. What else? Other than that, other events, a revamping of everything. This is the perfect time for any entrepreneurs. Oh, I'm creating a new spring line with my jewelry. I make jewelry, so I have beads and everything. I'm creating a new spring line. So hopefully by then
And
I'll
if you need a
also
model
have.
to promote your jewelry, I could be the model.
I know, right? I just need to make my way back to Baltimore. I want a break. Okay, they said I don't have to go where. Okay, I want a break. I can, sit down a little bit. But definitely it's time for me to get on it. Get to start. And I think something happened to Mark's phone because I don't know where he went. So it's me and you still on here.
Okay.
Well, how did you do that? You just sent it over to me. You weren't supposed to yawn in the camera. You were supposed to like turn away from it or something so that I didn't happen. But do you have any events coming up?
No, not anymore. Not since the COVID. I had so many photo shoots and ideas planned, and I'm so mad.
Well, do you actually still write down your photo shoots and the plans that you have just so when everything does pick up, you already have the concept and you can get right back on the ball rolling?
The funny part is I get all my ideas from America's Next Top Model.
I bet. It's so much fun. They're interesting. Like, they're lit. I personally like America's Next Top Model, so I get it. I understand.
Uh-huh.
Yes. On top of America's Next Top Model, the concepts and everything, just, I don't know. I was going to say something, but I forgot it. It kind of slipped my mind. You know how things just slip your mind and just slip my mind.
I think I had planned. I plan on doing a whole bunch of photo shoots with my daughter this year, too.
Yeah. You got to get a lot of the mommy-daughter photo shoots in.
Disney fairy tales. Like,
that's
she
good.
loves Sleeping Beauty. So we're going to do Sleeping Beauty and Snow White.
Oh, it's happening again. I don't understand what is happening. I think my body's just telling me that it's tired. I've been up and I've been working. I've been looking at this computer since about 10 o'clock this morning, literally. So my body's just probably like shutting down slowly. Like, yeah, this is your time to go. You're ready to go to sleep. Is there anything else that you can share with any aspiring models out there?
Be confident for one. Always promote yourself. Freelancing, go to meet and greets, meet photographers, pass out business cards. If you don't have business cards, post them on your social media. Always promote yourself anywhere you are, because you never know who might be a photographer or agent.
This is true. You never know who can benefit you. You always have to network. Networking is the way to benefit and the way to grow and expand.
Outside of photo shoots, always present yourself as a model.
Look at you. Who taught you this, girl? Who taught you this?
TV.
With TV, you really do be watching America's Next Top Model, huh? They your mentors.
Yeah.
Someone got to do it. I personally, my favorite show had to be the one with Eva on it.
Eva the Diva.
And
Yes.
yes, and I think it's because she was so small, and you never really realize how those shows really like impact your life or the different things and how it influences your life and the different things that happen. Like you never really realize it until now how you're using it to build the concepts for your own photo shoots because you know how to do it. You learned how to do it. Like, right. You know what it takes for a concept, like how to make it, you know. Mm-hmm. That's really good. Like, break it down to the T, girl, the people who are involved, the outfits you're going to have, like what they're supposed to be doing. Like, break it all down. Make the scenery, make it very descriptive so, like, you can see everything. And when you step right back out there, make it pop because it's your time to shine. You did it. Like, that's what I was saying when I was saying, like, this is like the time for all entrepreneurs. Like, this is the calm before the storm because the comeback season, the comeback is going to be sick. The comeback for everything is going to be sick. Like, I honestly almost can't wait. I really hope it's very positive turnout and everything does happen. And they push through, you know, they push through everything and we are able to meet all these obstacles that we're going to be representing or presented with come that time. I really can't wait. It's like, I can't wait to go back outside. We just on punishment. The whole world's on punishment. Whew. But all right, ma'am, do you have any closing remarks?
Any closing remarks? If you have the right attitude, you can have a crew behind you. As far as somebody help pick up, somebody help with your wardrobe.
Hey, there you go. So for my closing remarks, I would like to say everyone stay safe. Oh, okay. Oh, Mark, you're back. You popped up just in time.
I'm back and I'm back and back and never left.
Yes. I don't know where you are, but your service is low. Oh. Yeah. I think that's what happened. But Mike, so what I asked, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I asked Nikki was, what do you see within the next couple of months? I was still talking to that question. I mean, I was still talking about that question and just the positive things that you can see within the next couple of months. I was just talking about the benefit of this and how this will be a good time to revamp for all entrepreneurs and relaunch and everything. So do you see any positive? We have 4 minutes left.
I don't know.
Well, Mark, what would you like to see?
I got a lot of mixed emotions about the whole scenario. And what I'm not gonna do is waste our time for. We can talk about that next week. Well, I mean, we learn a little bit more every week, but at the same time, are we really learning anything? Because they're not really telling us a whole lot. And for the mayors and the governors, and forbid the president, but mayors and governors and all the other specific individuals that are in politics that are involved, please stop saying we're working diligently to find a solution for the homeless and less fortunate men, women, and children that are out in these streets. Stop with the BS. Stop. Because at the end of the day, you could really give two rats, anals, and a flying S. Stop with the BS. You don't care and you're not going to do nothing for them. So Just stop.
Okay. I wasn't ready.
They say there's a curfew, right? But you still got homeless people out on the street. So, real talk.
Well, it's true. It's hectic. I don't know what's happening. I'm just trying to stay inside, stay safe. I don't want to be fined. I ain't going to jail for a year. None of that craziness. Make sure you all take your vitamin C. If you have anything else for your immune system, build your immune system up during this time. Anything else anyone else would like to say?
Vitamin C and iodine pills. Get your iodine pills.
Yes.
What do
And thank
iodine
you guys
pills
for
do?
tuning in to Skylyne Radio Show. Thank you, Nikki, for coming on the show today. I appreciate you, the realist.
Thank you.
Iodine pills, y'all. What does iodine pills do? It helps keep the oxygen in your bloodline.
Yes.
That's what iodine pills do. Get your iodine pills.
It's all right. Thank you, everyone that has been tuning in to Skylyne Radio Show. Would you all like to drop your Instagrams one more time?
Go ahead, Nikki.
_ Nikki.DEE NICKY. That's Nikki D.
Mark?
See?
Okay, so mine is at TEY_the busy bee. And then we have Mark's.
SKY_MARK.
He even said his name wrong. It's Skylyne, Mark. You got to do it again because you said it wrong.
Oh, wow. Skylyne Mark. SKYLYNE_Mark. MARK.
Yes, and we are Skylyne Radio Show. I believe we'll be back next Wednesday. And we're out. See you guys next week. Good night.
Peace.
Chicken sauce and hair grease.